Cruz is that anchor player in the team of Real Madrid. The Emma Real Madrid for who playing in a orchestrated ball. And if we are going to open and bisect Team Real Madrid on the ball, you could see clearly said there were a lot of shadow marking from Team Bayern Munich. And what the two players are more shadow marking Branson Eddie Hurricane and Jamal Musiala, who has been planted on Branson Casemiro, Chouameni, and that of Toni Kroos. But in other sense, you could see in the next picture clearly said Toni Kroos has moved from the cover shadow of Branson Eddie Hurricane to the left hand side of their last line of defense. And their air course we call it the La Salada Volpiano build up. And from that side, you need to say you can't last a piano build up, a 3-man build up. So when we say air bubble and in the last line of defense in air 3, it means to say they are going up against the front men of two players pressing them. Okay. So in other words, extra man. Thank you. In this video, you could see clearly say Jamal Musiala and Hurricane is pressing the back three of Team Real Madrid. So some back three spread now on my year and only a friend the La Salada Volpiano.
Yo, you didn't casa.
La Salada La Volpiano na Italian casa. I don't know what it does is it pushes the two fullbacks of Team Real Madrid higher up the pitch in order to exploit those spaces. Now, Edda or more Team Bayern Munich for no wing forwards, no end chain, in order to open up Team Bayern Munich, in order for them to play those vertical passes. Now, you could see clearly from the next image, Toni Kroos in that area was comfortable, receiving a lot of balls. And some balls now all receiving. You could see he got 112 touches, and he was that first man in the game on your touches. You could see the passes on your 101 passes. A move 94 in a complete year. Now, what share key passes so on my even in the first half of 4 and some 4 passes in the next video. The typical example. This shows a clear video as to Toni Kroos in Team Real Madrid, him being that anchor of the team. Real Madrid in their penetrative aspects, their build-up aspects, and that of their progression aspect. And the in the fifth video, the fifth picture, so you could see Branson Eddie Toni Kroos, him actually doing that overload and switch. Overload and switch as well. And then the main tactics at Team Real Madrid game. Now you could see say on the left hand side of Team Real Madrid for attack. You could see say there are majority of players over there. And what it is happening at this moment, say the whole setup of Team Bayern Munich, even moving towards where the overload is. Okay. And when they move towards where the overload is, let's go to the next picture. Ube clearly said those players has been positioned there, and now the whole Bayern Munich setup in defense, is doing ball watching. They are moving towards the overload, and you could see that there is a spare man for Real Madrid, in the like of Caballero and that of Federico Valverde. And if Sadio and ACR now Toni Kroos in the next picture, is being instructed to do the switch. And only a friend the overload and switch. You overloading one side, the train opponent, Emma maneuver one side, then we can generate enough spaces on the other side. You know that side now, then we can attack effectively. Let's move to the next picture. The typical there is another example there where you could see yet again where Branson Eddie Carvajal has a lot of spaces to exploit when Toni Kroos initiative switch. Let's move to the other picture. You could see clearly Vinicius Jr. as a fantastic Otimi working under this condition and was able to switch the ball to Branson Eddie Carvajal. One first chance. I am Shisheba. Crossing the face of the goal. It is the same thing. The air course. It is called the overload and switch. You call the next game, the next picture now. You could see clearly what Bayern Munich intended to do off the ball. In the first half, we saw a lot of defensive shape of Team Bayern Munich, but the exact thing that they wanted to do was to rely on turnovers. Okay. You got turnovers. I say opponents, or attack. Now what you born if you say once why they want start to counter, and that counter there were two regions they wanted to exploit. That is the space in behind Toni Kroos, because when Toni Kroos, he is not a defender. He is a central midfielder, being given the role of a metronome or dropping a performance La Salada Volpiano. The space na a quite understandable from Thomas Tuchel, so other exploiting that space because he will act as a central midfielder, not a defender. A lot of two balls and a percent and Rudiger so akwa one person a ban say yen defending against spaces or a problematic kakra. You go to the next picture and you will see a clear indication where Hurricane a drop a beje bona or try say play Leroy Sané in that space. But it took a Tony Cruz intervention. It me the estope. So and this is that typical example. Your friend the principle of specificity. Senior coach na catch say you know Sané was say attacking in behind the defensive line of Team Real Madrid. Then moving to the next picture. No name winning now. This is another typical example where Leroy Sané again is exploiting that relationship because what me who Branson D Eddie Ferland Mendy he is out of position due to how higher maximum weight. So there are lots of spaces. So it is really reasonable. Let's move to the next one. And that next one, this is where Team Bayern Munich first goal every by It is that principle of specificity. Let's move to the next picture now, where Branson D Eddie Alphonso Davies etimi connected ball in the next picture now, you could see clearly it was through the switch. So that switch long ball Etimi identify Alphonso Davies. Ultimately won 18-yard boxing, exploiting the outside leg of Rudiger because in that situation Rudiger is right-footed. Meaning what cut in left-footed that he won't expect Alphonso Davies to take a shot because Alphonso knows he is left-footed. But it took that timing from Branson anyway. Then he surprised the back line of Team Real Madrid. And now Eddie Romo first goal and to sum everything up, you could see said Eric Dyer, he's one person I may criticizing a lot. I feel say the players of Team Bayern Munich has failed Thomas Tuchel a lot because in terms of say game beat to say I call it the dialogue match. You can't dialogue match. I just said one coach will call, the other coach will respond. We saw that happen, especially in the second half, and that was when Manon Nayamo disappointed Thomas Tuchel. I think say Real Madrid they deserve the win, even though a lot of controversies are happening here. But kudos to Team Real Madrid and good luck to them winning this edition.
Me da say eno Yao the legend and watching canona mame kotoko video no yes kotoko ni future stars video no na me fan kan messages na mebusa Muhammad the hula balu and na mabonten zen rahal game no ye face ni ade nkofo bi kansemu a odwen gra wonti ase I'll say Leverkusen can't play a season without a defeat. Definitely Leverkusen will have 2 or more defeats in the